Guys, just wanted to do an update on the last night's video. Things played out quicker than expected today. As you can see, the VIX broke out in a vertical move upwards on positive momentum. The RSI is overbought, but being in an overbought zone does not necessarily mean that we will reverse right away. As you can see, we've been overextended way beyond this point currently where we are at. Moving on to the daily, about the same look. We've broken out of this range just by a little bit. Same thing, oversold on the daily RSI, and positive momentum just beginning on the MACD. Onto the weekly, it's a little bit more stronger case for the bulls on the VIX. The RSI is not oversold yet, and the positive momentum has just begun. One more trading day on this candle, so I would think that on this bullish divergence, this positive momentum would carry on to next week and bringing us to oversold territory on the weekly, which probably then the 4-hour and the daily will start coming back down. So we'll see what happens. Let's move on to another ticker, the S&P 500 stocks above the 200-day moving average. On the weekly, it's looking pretty weak. We've broken below this support line right here, and it looks like we're coming down to test this local support and this other historical support. It really looks like we're gonna come down to at least test this gap to see if we're gonna hold it as support. If not, there's another gap down here on the daily time frame. The RSI is curling over. The MACD negative momentum has just started to begin. So this is something to keep an eye out on. Let's switch over to the weekly on BKX. As I pointed out on the last few videos, there's a bearish Gartley here that formed, and it looks like it is playing out. This pattern here, as I said before, is something that I will not ignore. Bearish divergence on the RSI and the MACD with the negative momentum. It hasn't even begun yet, so there is some room for it to come down. Usually targets on these patterns are at C and A. C will be 68.74, A will be 55.52. I want to switch over to the XLC. Again, this is another harmonic pattern that's playing out right at the PCZ, the D zone. This is called the bearish deep crab, and its biggest holdings is Facebook at 21%, Google, Netflix, Activision, T-Mobile, I don't know what they are, Comcast, Walt Disney, and AT&T. And I know Facebook missed their earnings, but they have a share buyback program, so they bought their stock back up, but nonetheless, it is showing weakness. The 4-hour MACD negative momentum has yet to begin. The RSI is going straight down, should be heading here to the bearish zone. Switching over to the weekly, different look, but you can see bearish divergence here on the MACD and the RSI, with the MACD with lots of room to go down. Same with the RSI. We're still in the bull territory, heading down to the bear territory. Switching over to the weekly time frame, it's a different look, but about the same thing. Bearish divergence on the RSI, freshly coming out of the overbought territory with plenty of room to go. Same with the MACD, bearish divergence showing buyer exhaustion with negative momentum about to begin. It's not looking very good for big tech, but we'll see. They do have Facebook's buyback program, so we'll see how that affects this ticker tomorrow. That's it for today. See you on the next one.